Hey everyone, I'm Alexis the Eco Queen, and welcome back to another episode of Queen's Court. In the last episode, we went on a drive in a desert, people got punched in the face, and no one has brought up the fact that me and Mope have made out in a while. Huh. Anyway, with a proper recap, here's Viggy, the GM.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am Viggy the GM, and welcome back to the Queen's Court. When we last left our heroes, after a brief reunion and a short chat with Vornis Crimson, the warband heads off towards Liftplat Delta 399. On their way, they see evidence of the ruthlessness with which the Sable traders deal with any and all obstacles. Finally, they catch up with their quarry and make plans to approach without drawing too much attention. Ren steps forward to speak with the leader of this party of smugglers, but he is on his guard and pulls a bolt pistol on her. In the confusion, Harold sends his glass steed in with Tobian riding on top, who unfurls his wing and charges into the fray. A short skirmish later, the Acolytes prove victorious and acquire the cargo that was taken from the warehouse in the form of 3 tainted artifacts, and a hand-drawn map from the leader, which details the Trade Sable base of operations on Desolean. But said base is located in the middle of the Desolean Wastes, and if the warband want any hope of stopping the smuggling of Xeno's artifacts into the Hive Desolean, this would be it. Stepping outside of the Hive, the Acolytes peruse the wares of the marketplace that has built up outside the walls of Hive Desolean, and prepare to set off into the Wastes. And we return. Now, there is last time, in between sessions, there was a bit of purchasing of different items of sorts, so if new stuff shows up that you have never heard about before, that is where they got it. And I will have to ask, is there anything else you want to do before you head off into the wasteland?
I think we should actually go over the gear that we purchased really quickly, just so everybody who's watching is aware.
Nate, that would be your domain?
Well, I mean, I can just tell you what I got, because everyone else was kind of responsible for their stuff. I will say, I believe Harold, try this again. Harold Blackbeard received a ammo backpack for his auto gun and an explosive collar for reasons he was levied to tell me what he was going to do with. I myself received a demolition kit, and upon attempting to purchase and failing to do so, Tobian has given me his magnoculars. I believe, or Ren, would you like to go over what you got?
Yes, during the trades between episodes, I acquired a flamer with 2 things of flamer cell, and 3 hallucinogenic grenades and 1 thing of spook.
I don't think there was anything else.
Actually,
Yeah?
Carl procured me a data slate, a pick recorder, and a boxcaster. My
Yes,
armor has
which
now been properly outfitted to be Tempestus.
he is going to busy himself during the ride with modifying your armor and tinkering with it. That is pretty much him for now.
And I also acquired Dr. Polonia a helmet.
Oh yes, that is true. Mope, you got a helmet.
Okay.
It's one of those tank driver helmets.
Figgy, while we're here, because I wanted to save this for the session, I want to look around and see if there's anyone who looks like a veteran explorer or wanderer of the wastes.
Ah, what an excellent idea. So, I want you to roll either an awareness or an inquiry.
The awareness is perception. Inquiry is fellowship. I want to roll awareness.
Can I assist him in awareness, technically?
You sure can. You have it. So that is a plus 10.
I want to actually... I know, let's go ahead and just...
Hey guys, you can still hear me, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm
Okay,
going to fate point
roll 20 is being a bit of a...
Just reload the page then?
It's actually not letting me reload the page.
Whoa.
There you go.
Close the window and then reopen it.
All right, we will resolve the awareness test, which, Knight, you seem to have misspelled Baltavarius.
I did.
Adavarius.
Well, never mind. Did you fate point that
I did.
awareness? You did. Right. So,
Information is power.
yes. So, after the Acolytes spent some time exploring the garages and shopping around, a man with a weather-creased face and wearing protective garb approaches you. He introduced himself as Lano and a native of the Open Lands, or what you people would call a Wastelander.
Good evening, Lano. Or good. What is it? After what time is it?
The sun is high in the sky. Let's just say afternoon, slightly afternoon. Sun looks like it's about 1 o'clock position.
Good afternoon, Lano.
Yes, I see you have been preparing for an expedition.
Indeed, we have.
And have you happened to hire a guide?
We have not. That's why I was looking myself for a man of talent such as yourself.
It is a most what's the word I'm looking for? It is a most wise decision to get some local talent before setting off into unexplored territory.
Indeed. You wouldn't happen to have a topographical or, let us use the simple word, you wouldn't happen to have a map of what has been recorded in the waste by explorers such as yourself?
He taps his head, saying, "Only what I carry with me."
Real quick, Priest said he's on his way.
Okay. For anyone listening, Harold Blackbeard, aka Pre, is running a little bit late, and he will join us at the soonest opportunity.
Yes. I actually motion over for Lady Rosalys to come to me.
I join you.
My dear lady, this is Lano, a veteran explorer of the Waste. I find it to be a good idea if we are going into an unfamiliar area to bring a guide with us. However, you are better with people than I am, so perhaps you could judge his trustworthiness?
That sounds fair. Tell me, Lano, what do you know about the wastes?
I can tell you that it is a most perilous place, and those who are not prepared will find themselves easily become food for the various creatures that roam the wastes.
And what type of creatures will we encounter?
Some feral glass steeds, the fabled creatix, and perhaps the most dangerous of all, the local tribes.
And why should we hire you?
For I myself have walked these wastes for all my life. I can tell you the various landmarks and pitfalls that should befall you.
I'm gonna see if he's lying to me.
Roll scrutiny.
Since we have our combeat and I think I have scrutiny as well, would that be an assist?
Do you have... I mean, you're standing next to her, right?
Yes.
So...
I mean, by that logic, can I also assist her?
Do you have scrutiny?
Yes.
Sure. Plus 20 for assistance.
Okay.
There you go.
Help.
There you go. He appears to be telling the truth, but there is some tiny aspect of his character that he's not revealing to you.
Can I look on his, does he have any exposed flesh that can maybe ascertain any tattoos or place faction markings?
Roll scrutiny against perception.
my job interviews were bad.
Hmm.
Oh, that's
That's
security.
that's security, but the roll is good. You would have made it no matter what. You can see that he appear. You can see. You can see that he appears to have some sort of tribal fetish hanging off of his belt. Although, roll for me a common lore Desolean with a +10. Ooh, damn.
Huh.
Yes, you recognize this man belonging to the Guidre, a tribe of the the Desolean Waste. I will type the name into chat now. Guidre. There we go.
Do they have their own language, like their own first, like patois?
They do, but you are going to have to roll trade linguist to see if you can speak it.
Do I get a bonus because I have linguistics all?
Yes, you roll for me a trade linguist +20. You have it. They speak a bit butchered dialect of Low Gothic. You could perhaps attempt to speak it.
And I simply say, we would be very indebted to you for your help, for we are on a mission of most importance. But of course, a man of your discretion must know that we cannot, say what it is. But I speak this in his language.
Roll linguistics all +20 to see if you're butchering his version of it.
Damn it.
Close enough. It's only 1 degree of failure.
Yeah.
So he at this he gives a bit of a chuckle, saying, "It is quite the rare man who can understand the Guidre. Although you might not want to attempt that with any of my fellow tribesmen. You said something quite silly."
Indeed, but it's a learning experience. Perhaps we could share this information while on our journey. I look to Rinroses and kind of lift my eyebrows, like waiting for her opinion and confirmation.
He nods at this with a smile on his face.
How much are you gonna cost me?
Roll for me influence +30. He is not very expensive. Yeah, you're fine. Oh, a modest price. The enough guild script to deal with the rest of the traders in this market.
I also look to her.
The price seems to be okay. So why are you so cheap?
Because out here, the guild script is hold on. Because guild script fetches a good price in these parts.
By that logic, half of it would be more than enough.
Roll commerce for me with a +20 for
Plus
for
30.
+30 for what?
20 including Tarvok, or
No, the 20 is including
Command.
Tarvok.
never mind.
Commerce.
And you said +20?
Yes. And let's see if he can. I'm gonna roll a D100. His target is, let's see. His target is 12. Man, that's not good. D100. No. I suppose you drive a hard bargain, but I'm not willing to lose this business. You have a deal.
Alright. You'll get half now and half when we're done. Do a good job, and there'll be a bonus.
Indeed, I will do what I can.
Also, are you armed?
Yes, indeed, I am armed. He leans over to show the autogun at his back, and a strange-looking knife of possible Xeno's design at his hip. What I mean by, for reference, when I say Xeno's design or some type of Xeno's blade or something, I mean non-imperial design.
Oh.
Because everything non-imperial is Xeno's.
I'm gonna look at his knife and eye it. Just by... That knife at your side might be worth more than this entire trip.
Oh, it has saved my life more than once. It is worth it many times over.
Very well.
Sorry. While they're doing that, the one last thing I want to do is see if I can acquire some extra water and fuel for the repressor, so that way we have enough for the round trip back, and plus some.
Well done. I thought you weren't going to buy that. So, want to roll commerce for it?
Yep. Because I watched Mad Max before this.
Yeah, I rolled a 73 on the commerce test, needed a 55, so all you have to do is succeed. You made it. You have a plus 20 to your influence test on an already plus 20, so influence plus 40 to see if you can procure some water. Well done. You have about 20 liters of water in barrels.
What about fuel?
Yeah, let's say enough for the trip.
And plus emergency.
Plus, enough for the fuel, plus some emergency. You load up what little carrying capacity is left on the repressor.
And while I'm getting this moved to the repressor, I also look to Ren. Ren, are there enough repair materials in the repressor in case of breakdown?
Yes, the repressor does indeed come with rudimentary spare parts.
Okay, and I guess while everyone else is doing anything, I'm just gonna start making sure everyone's getting the stuff to to the repressor.
Yes.
I'm gonna sit in the repressor.
Indeed, your Polonia is simply chilling in the driver's seat with your fancy new helmet.
I am also going to go into the repressor, but...
Wait, if I'm inside the repressor, my helmet's off.
Really?
I mean, do I have to wear it?
You don't have to, but it has cool driving goggles on it.
Fine.
What, do you want to wear my stormtrooper hat?
No, I'm fine. Thank you, Ren, for the helmet.
Not to sound ungrateful or anything, but you don't sound very thankful for the helmet.
I don't like helmets.
I'm just gonna look at her and nod as I walk into the cherub. Walk into the repressor and set my cherub on the motorcycle.
Right.
So your cherub is on my motorcycle.
Yep.
Well, I'm wearing a big, bulky helmet, so I can't see it.
So, does anyone want to do anything else before you head out?
No, Lana was sitting next to me while I work on the armor.
Who? Oh yeah, Lano, right. Sorry, forgot his name immediately.
I look over at Lano and I say, who is this guy?
I am Lano of the Guidre. I am your guide into the wastes.
Who met you? Where did you come from? How do we know you?
Does anyone answer for him?
Well, I don't know.
I'm gonna turn and just look at him and see how he answers the question.
Right. He says, I was selling my services at the market.
Oh no. I think I just disconnected. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, shit. Hey guys, 1 second. I got disconnected from the internet.
Yeah, we noticed.
I'm checking if I'm back on.
I just realized we never actually told him where we're going.
I mean, he is going to ask that.
I mean, I like this guy. I trust him. Well, I trust him to the extent I'll kill him if he looks at me wrong, but give him the benefit of the doubt.
Is he not going to say anything about the wing psyker that took on her seat? Invisibility.
No. I mean, your wings are still.
Cloak.
Oh, Operation
Cloaked.
Gargoyle, yeah.
Yeah, so he hasn't noticed it just yet. Besides, he
Okay.
lives in the
Perfect.
He lives in
We're
the
back.
wastes. Okay, phew.
Sorry about that,
So-
everyone.
Yeah. Moving right along. So, as Lano takes... actually, he's going to sit in the... he's going to ride shotgun because he needs to tell you where to drive. So, he as he takes his seat in the passenger seat up front, he looks into the back and asks, "Where are we going? I have not heard your destination yet."
I look to Tarvok.
Who has the map?
I do.
You do. So, handle it.
Hold on, is that Trade Sable? Wait, it's Omnicron platform Omnicron 720 or 728.
We just
No,
came from there.
No.
The map on the back of the note.
Yeah, it's that is the note that you're looking at.
Oh yeah, there's not an actual physical map.
If you read at the bottom, a hand-drawn map of the Trade Sable base in Desolean Wasteland is on the back of the note. The note is different.
Okay, and I guess I tell him because I actually don't.
Just show them the map.
Yeah, show him the map.
Indeed. He spends a few seconds studying the map as if ascertaining what landmarks have been scribbled down on it, and a look of dawning realization comes across him. Ah, yes, it is near the lake. Ah, I know where this is. This is he says, scratching his chin. This is quite the distance away. We will have to make camp, no doubt. We will. This will take a day and a half, considering if conditions allow. It should be a uneventful enough trip.
Do we have enough rations to last us this long?
He looks over what you've collected so far. Pretty.
Pretty.
Yes.
Okay, so Priest here now.
Yes.
Okay, Bree?
Are you okay?
I've been running from my car and I'm kind of, out on pain medication, but I'm good.
Okay. That just let us know if everything if something goes wrong. So, everyone has been busy hanging out at the market at the foot of Hive Desoleum. Do you want to do anything at the market before you set off into the west? Also, they've hired a guy named Lano.
Okay.
He hasn't actually met you yet.
Okay. Autocannon ammo.
Oh right, didn't you actually fail that last
Yeah.
time? Yeah, we tried getting it out in
Oh,
between.
yeah.
Yeah. So you'll have to try again later.
Yeah, then it's nothing at all.
Sweet. So I'm guessing you're gonna be playing Outrider on your glass deed.
Yes.
Sweet.
I'm just gonna go grab some water real quick.
No worries, no
You're
worries.
fine.
Yes. So, nope. Take us out.
Okay.
As this is going on, I'm just going to be playing with my chair on the motorcycle.
Riza appears to be sitting quite jovially on the motorcycle, as if having fun.
I'm gonna keep looking back with unease, but not say anything.
When I look up, I just kind of smile and chuckle as I continue banging away at this armor.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, you didn't actually have to roll operate, you just have to drive.
Oh, okay. Well, then we drive out.
Indeed. So, you head out into the wastes proper.
I asked, what was his name?
Lano.
Lano, how old are you?
Oh, I am about... Someone told me that I looked very old. I've been around about 30 years, Terran Standard.
Huh. So how did you end up in the hive?
Oh, I didn't end up in the hive. I simply do my business outside of it. I have never stepped foot inside of Hive Desoleum.
I
Ain't
see.
missing much.
What was that?
I said ain't missing much.
Yeah, it's kind of a shithole.
Let's see, Upper Hive.
Looking around the waste, I say, so you've never seen a tree before, I take it.
What's a tree?
Never mind.
Hmm.
I continue driving.
Indeed. You drive past a line of people with their caravans in tow. If you look at the background, actually, Harold probably has the best view of this as he's galloping beside the repressor. He can see the mass that is Hive Desoleum in the background as it stretches towards the sky.
As I see that, I shrug and just shake my head.
Mm-hmm. Actually, roll awareness for me. Seeing how you're on outriding duty. Ooh.
Well, I am on the gunner seat, so could I technically assist?
When you say gunner seat, do you mean the pintle mount or the turret?
The top-mounted turret.
Okay. Pintle mount then, which is the top hatch of the repressor, right?
So,
Right. You can roll your own awareness. You can roll your own awareness.
Okay, so everything seems to be working okay.
hooray!
Oh wow,
You
nice
made it.
awareness test.
Well done. So, as you look around, you can see all around you the glass desert that is Desoleum. Dunes, switching between hard-packed sand and glass dunes. However, in the distance, you can see what appears to be some form of ancient Xeno's ruins, dotting out here and there from the glass. There are no signs of life, and they look ancient beyond reckoning.
from the gunner seat, I'm just gonna kind of tap Tarvok's shoulder. Here, hop up and look in the distance. Do you recognize those ruins?
I kind of, I guess we kind of change places, and I actually pull out my binoculars and.
As you look in the indicated direction, you can see tall spires almost buried in the sand as they stretch out like bony fingers. Do you want to roll a Forbidden Lore Xenos to know if you can see if you have some info on it?
Sure.
All right.
I do not.
You do not. Sadly, the Xenos race, which inhabited Desolean before it got turned to glass, has never been identified by Imperial Xeno savants, and you are none the wiser.
Yeah, and it's not Rakul, is it?
It is most assuredly not Rakul.
I need a reason to use this damn lore.
I mean, it's all good.
Alright, off my gunner seat.
Indeed.
Also, the data slate fit perfectly, so I'm going to work on the pictograph. Pictoport.
Nice. So, while you keep going, you drive for about once you're about 50 kilometers, just about, away from Desoleum, I'm going to need Harold and Tobian to make another awareness test.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Made it again.
Tobian?
The Tobianist of Tobians.
Harold did not make it. However, Toby, you managed to see it. As you look in the distance, you can see... actually, do you have anything that magnifies your vision?
I mean, would the... Okay, so I have a question how this turret is mounted. Is it like an internal one that has a camera on it, or is it's like a hatch you step out and shoot with?
See, with the repressor, let me double check something.
Because I don't know much about repressors.
I need to double check. Alexis, if you can help us a bit.
This is like, if you see the movie Fury, it's like they have the 30 cal that you step out and shoot from.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Yes,
I'll grab
that's the storm bolter on the repressor, which you pop open the hatch and then man the pintle-mounted gun.
You don't actually pop open. You can fire it from inside.
Really?
You can pop it open to shoot an additional weapon.
Yeah, that's the heavy flamer that you can fire from the inside.
The heavy flamethrower is also an inside weapon.
In tanks you can have something that's a remote control for the turret and everything. It's like a computer screen which you see the outside and you can maneuver the gun from inside.
Well, it's no on the on this one. Let me post it in Discord chat, although I probably shouldn't do that.
It's like, I was asking because a lot of the internal ones that are remote controlled have like various
there is like
obstacles.
you see the turret on that is controlled from the inside, and then do you see the top hatch behind it with the weapon? Yeah, I was imagining you were on the pintle mounted weapon, which is the one behind.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, and there is a storm bolter on the pintle mount and a heavy flamer on the turret, just for reference.
Well, stormtrooper helms, don't they have built-in? Am I getting things mixed up?
Yeah, I think. Let's say you have. Let's say that Tarvok has managed to.
You just asked for my binocular.
Yeah. Well, or that. As you look into the distance through the amplification on your helm visor, you can see what appears to be a not a gathering. It's a You can see squadron of basilisk tanks surrounded by what appear to be platoons of infantrymen and Torox transports. You can see that the basilisks appear to be aimed in your direction, and as you look closer, they open fire.
Okay. Do we have like a mirror or something I can grab real quick?
A mirror?
Pretty much. I want to do like a mirror. Use Imperial Guard to do like a mirror signal saying we're friendlies.
Well, the artillery shells are already firing, but
I know, but
does anyone have a mirror?
or something we can use to make like a signal, like a flashlight, or
Give me a second.
I have an autocannon I can fire into the air.
Do you
yeah,
really
shoot a
want to
fucking
do that?
autocannon at Basilisk. Yeah, good fucking idea.
No, not at the basilisk, into the air.
This is the part where the party gets hit by an earth shaker shell, and we all die.
Wait,
What?
I take the lens out of my monocular.
Okay, so I'm going to do like a mirror signal, tell them to stop firing more friendlies.
Roll for me common lore Imperial Guard with a plus
Plus
10.
purposes. Yeah.
You made it. As you start signaling back to the guardsmen, to the no doubt. Actually, with that common lore Imperial Guard, you recognize these as the Involute cadre of Hive Desoleum. This is the planetary defense force. Who appear to be doing some live fire exercise drills. Oh, and Mope, I'm going to need you to roll an operate test as you hear in the about to impact. Let's see how quickly you evade.
This is the part where we all die to an earth shaker shell.
As this happens, I'm gonna grab my cherub and hold her tight against me.
Okay.
Did you make it?
Thank God.
Yeah, you did. As an Earthshaker shell lands. Oh, why'd you roll willpower?
I mean,
Mr. Pants?
artillery fire. Wouldn't I be a little traumatized?
If you're not used to it.
Fair enough.
So, as the Earthshaker shell lands in front of the repressor, about 10 meters, you manage to swerve away from the crater and avoid any damage. So, let's see. I'm going to have to roll for a d10 to see if the next few shots scatter away. So, I'm going to be rolling 4 extra d10s. If I roll 4 or lower, it's a hit on the repressor. So first one, 7. Let's just get some sound on this. Next one, 2. All right, let's stop it. While we are busy, the second one was a hit. Mope, I'm going to need you to do Jink away, or take evasive reactions.
Is that just an evasion?
I think it's an operate plus 10, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Hold on, what is the... I need to find something on the repressor, which is on Ren's sheet.
Yeah, it
Let's
is.
see. The vehicle has...
Killed by
Oh no!
shell.
It has the vehicle. The repressor has a maneuverability of -10. I need to check if.
Okay, can I tell her to floor it?
Can you tell her?
Because then they suffer a -20 to hit. So then we take it down to 2 to hit for the next hit.
Yeah, let's actually see.
Well, dang it.
As this is going on, I'm just gonna scream, "What's going on?"
Artillery fire, it sounds like.
We're gonna die!
No, I'm just gonna go over the combat. Are you deaf?
Wait, Harold, can you ride their way?
If I can ride their way, can I charge them?
No.
Can you? Dude, they are almost 3 kilometers away.
Okay, I'm riding it off into the sunset. Bye.
I mean, you are currently not in the direct fire pre, so
God damn
you're
it.
fine. I need to find the evasive maneuver.
Would we
God.
even be able to hear each other over the sound of the artillery?
Combats.
Combeats are great.
So it made sense for me to scream.
Let's
Yes.
see, evasion reactions. Jink, here we go. Oh, it is just a challenging operate test. Oh, with a penalty equal to the vehicle's size trait. That's not good. Ooh. You don't
Should've
have...
taken motorcycles.
Okay, so... Let's see. You have a... You need to do an operate test with a... Oh, you already made the test. Ooh, that's not good. Let's see if there's any damage
Do you want to
to
fate point that?
Hey, it's a refresh. We could take a shell or two.
Yeah, I mean, let's see what happens when we take a shell if we don't all die.
We have your special shield thing.
I do have my shield.
That is
Let's
true.
see if the Emperor really does protect.
I'm gonna scream that as the shell hits us.
So, this is going to be the Earthshaker cannon damage incoming. So that's
Oh, shit.
37 damage.
Ah!
Alexis, I need you to roll your power field.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
What
No!
does she have to roll to not kill us?
I think it's like... What was it again? Alexis, it says so on your sheet.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are
It
you?
has... The power field is... Oh, she needs to roll an 80. She needs to roll lower than 80, higher than 10.
Alright. Yeah!
75. The vehicle, the impact of the Earthshaker cannon gets absorbed by the vehicle's power field.
The Emperor
here comes-
protects.
01100111101.
That's a 10. That's a miss. And the last one is also a 10. The barrage ends up all around you, but it does no damage. Phew. So, in that case, as Harold, as you are riding towards them, right?
Yes.
You can see a sand cloud or glass cloud churning up from behind one of the dunes, and and then cresting one of the dunes, you see what appears to be a squadron of Thorax transports who appear to be driving towards the repressor. Do you want to inform the party of this?
Yes.
Right.
Can I signal them that I'm Imperial Guard?
Signal the transports?
Yes.
I don't think you have their frequency.
I think he means like
Oh
a
yeah, I
rock
have a
signal.
faster. Shit. We wouldn't have the frequency.
Yeah.
I'm gonna instruct my cherub to sit on the seat, and I'm gonna buckle her in. And then I'm gonna get my power sword out. Drive me closer. I want to hit them with my sword.
Put that thing away before you poke your eye out, child.
I'm just gonna grab onto the hatch itself.
I actually grabbed
Somebody knock her out.
Hey,
So-
you don't hear that. I didn't go over the comm bead.
Yeah, but I'm in the gunner seat. I can hear you say it.
Yeah.
Are we still getting hit by artillery fire?
No, those are just the craters.
Okay, then you can hear it, Toby.
So, if you can zoom out, you'll find the repressor a bit down. Alright, I'm going to then... So, you have stopped the vehicle, right, Mope?
I mean,
You're currently not under fire, and
okay,
there appears to be a
vehicle.
squadron of Torox transports on the way. So, yeah, as they arrive, you can see that there appears to be an officer on the one and the middle Torox transports, who is up the top hatch, and he looks none too happy about it. And the middle one drives a bit closer.
And as he's driving close, I'm just gonna tell Ren to keep her head down. Let me handle this.
I'm just gonna give him a look like, don't you tell me what to do.
Hush, Roses. Be there for your cherub.
Oh yeah, Pre,
Yes.
are you going to join them or just hang
Zoidberg away.
hang out by hang back rather.
I am going to approach from behind.
Right. You know how to put your glass teeth down, so
Yes.
do that. Da, 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 da.
There's an ass.
Yeah.
He rode in on an ass.
Can we name it Eeyore?
I was
No.
thinking donkey.
Eeyore. I'm Eeyore the glass steed.
So, the officer in the lead Torox picks up what appears to be a loudhailer and starts screaming through it. You are in an unauthorized area during a live fire exercise. You are instructed to turn away immediately.
Does he not
Oh.
realize what's on the repressor?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm gonna just kneel down from the gunner seat and ask Polonia to turn the repressor to show the sister signal. Not signals, but
Insignias.
iconography on the.
I do so, and then I tell Tobian, ask him why he didn't announce his live fire exercise.
Because it's a live fire exercise, you idiot. He doesn't need to tell you that. But, yeah.
What if we had been civilians? He would have just killed us?
You are
Probably.
civilians to him. Is anyone going to answer his instruction?
Or showing him the sigil of the sister of the Adeptus Sororitas, and then Toby's. This is guard time.
Okay, shit. So if I assume I can't... Is he on, like, a Vox signal I can just... It's close by, I can pick up, so I don't have to yell?
Well, you could, move closer.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna hop out of the gunner seat and just step out with my arms raised. We are on official Imperial business! I'm not at liberty to state the nature of my business.
He aims the loudhailer down at you. It's just a handheld one. Whatever your business is, it is currently. You will have to turn around and find another way through. This fire exercise can take place up to 10 kilometers zone. You are not safe in this area.
Shit.
I'm gonna walk up to you and look at my repressor. One direct hit did nothing.
I think that's her yelling at him.
That is.
What? Oh, sorry. You sounded very
Sorry.
quiet during it. If it was a yell, I didn't recognize it. You don't want to try it again.
He's right,
Vicky, can I run up and climb up on the back of this thing?
Do you seriously want to do that?
With 2 Torx transporters pointed right at us.
Is Harold about to pull a Ren?
I'm pissy. They
You're
almost
pissy.
killed my friends.
Shit.
I'm gonna.
Okay, Viggy, I'm going to suggest on him, and the lie I want to convince him of is that orders were shipped to him earlier stating that we are going to be passing through before the exercise, but we were delayed.
Right. He will get a bonus against this. I will say that it is a plus. I can't decide between plus 20 and plus 10, so I'm going to say plus 15.
Biggie, you know how well the paperwork bureaucracy of the Imperial Guard is.
What the fuck?
What?
Why did it give me 2?
I don't think it matters.
Wait. Why did you get psi rating 5 of 10? Did you write 10?
No.
It says you did.
Oh, okay, I know what I did.
Would you have made that? I don't think...
Actually, I would have made it. That was been the actual target. I think I
Hold
accidentally
on.
into the psi rate.
I hate to break it to you, but what's the range you need on that?
Ew.
Yeah. You're not standing close enough.
8 shit. I thought it was like fucking.
You're not wrong.
So
I'm gonna signal my cherub to come to me and use its loud holler to talk
Indeed.
back to him.
fair enough.
Did you
Wait. Before we do that, there is the tiny matter of what Toby rolled.
I rolled an 85.
I know, but the thing is, would
Okay.
you have fate pointed that?
No, because it wasn't in range.
No, I mean, he could have, had he used the proper amount of psi rating to get to him, would you have fate pointed that? Because you would have been so close. You would have failed by 3.
Well,
3
I would
on the
have.
dice.
I don't even have that much psi rating to reach without pushing.
No, I mean, what's the...
It's 8
what's
meters.
this?
It's 1 times psi rating. 1 meter times psi rating.
1. Holy shit, you can't even reach him from that far away. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so you...
We'll just assume he doesn't even hear me.
Yeah, we'll assume you didn't hear him, and the fact that you didn't even bother.
Okay.
Right. So, Ren, you were going to shout at this man.
Oh, I'm not shouting anymore because I have my cherub next to me.
Alright, so let's have a loud hailer contest.
I am Rosalina Lockwood, of the Order of Our Martyred Lady. As you can see by the sigils, we are on official business here. Our repressor has taken 1 direct hit from your Earthshaker cannons. We will be moving in a straight line past this point. Please do not shoot us again. You may continue your live fire exercise, but just change your trajectory just a tiny bit to avoid us.
This is a deceive. Plus 20 for the repressor.
And I could technically assist her in this.
How would you assist her? You don't look like a sister.
Yeah,
But,
let's
it's just a straight up deceive test. So.
Well, it's not a straight up deceive test, it's a very specific lie.
Never mind then.
So,
Nice.
damn.
Diggity bam.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good. So, he he puts his loudhailer down and picks up the receiver for what is no doubt a Voxcaster, and he starts talking into it, saying, "What the hell is the name? I need it."
While he's doing this, is the way we can pick up his Vox signal.
You would need a I think there's a specific...
Like a Vox thief?
There's I think it's called a Vox Thief? I forget. Knight, do you remember what the name of that item is in the gear?
You can find it real quick.
I don't
Yeah.
remember off the top of my head, but I know I wanted one.
Yeah, like there's a signal thief
Comm
box. Comm leech, yeah, that's what it's called. You kind of need that.
And that down.
Yeah, but you don't have one of those. So yeah, he starts shouting into the receiver of his Voxcaster, saying, what's the name? Oath Magister Press! We appear to have a representatives of the Adeptus Auroras moving through our zones. Can you confirm orders? He receives his reply. Sir, they are very insistent. Yes, sir. We will do that. He puts the receiver back down. All right, you will receive 30 minutes. Any longer than that, and we will open fire again.
Sir, may I get your name?
Yes. I am Senior Oathman Legius Horn of the Desolean Oathman Involute Cadre.
I have a question for you.
And what is that?
In order to make sure that we are clear of your blast zones, may I have your Vox signal? This way we can communicate properly with each other so these types of mistakes don't happen again.
One moment. I'm sending the frequency on an open channel. Have your men prepared.
I am prepared on my Voxcaster.
Indeed. And he sends the frequency, you pick it up, and you dial it into the Voxcaster's memory.
May the Emperor protect you and rain death upon our enemies.
Indeed. Sister Lockwood, I think he calls you, yeah. Sister Lockwood, we will return now back to our live fire exercise. Have a good day.
I'm going to give him the sign of the Aquila and walk away.
Indeed. And the Toroxes starts spinning around, even though they're not tracked. Actually, they are technically tracked, so...
They are tracked. They can spin in place.
And then they just see Pre.
He takes up the loudhailer once again. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to move your horse.
I'm going to go on the Voxcaster. He's with us.
He's not moving.
Is he?
Free, move your sorry ass.
Waiting on this order.
You mean Harold?
Then I move slowly across and just stare at him.
He meets your gaze and turns as far as he can without snapping his neck.
Intimidate roll.
God damn it.
Sadly, he's not undead, so you don't get any bonuses.
I mean, being in the guard is basically being undead.
Yeah. So, that was quite the fun trip.
I'm just going to look at Tobian when I get back in and buckle in my cherub again. Tobian. You tried.
Everyone just went robot.
Yeah.
Okay, so just me.
Because you're talking, I think it's because you were talking over each other.
I don't think we were talking over each other, but yeah.
I think, yeah, Alexis went robot, then Toby went robot, and I think it's fixed.
Okay, so I'm just going to look at Toby and just be like, Toby, good try.
Don't call me Toby.
Oh, Tobian, sorry.
That was in character, like, don't call me Toby.
Very well. I'm going to finish buckling in my cherub. Dr. Polonia, let us get moving.
Heading out.
Vroom.
Put the thing into gear again and start moving on.
Oh, okay.
Whee! Oh my god, this is terrific. Okay, can you guys hear me?
Robot.
Still a robot.
Oh my god, Discord's being weird.
This is pretty bad. Is anyone's voice getting through?
Can we try moving Eco's position and see if that works?
Mr. Roboto?
Don't worry, Otto.
Everyone is still a robot for me.
Oh, this is terrific.
Can I?
Should we try moving to a different channel?
No, I think Discord is shitting itself.
Yeah, it's just Discord being shit. Alright, well, regardless, let's try to move on and move past it.
I'm gonna drive the tank forward to where Lano tells us to go. Or to where the map tells us to go.
Of course.
Shit.
Nah, now I can hear everyone.
Oh, okay, we're
Hello?
good.
Just to start swearing, that'll fix it.
That usually does.
Shit, piss, fuck, cut.
Alright, stop. I want to keep monetized.
Yeah. No one gets that. Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, I think we're back, and no one is roboting anymore.
Nope.
Swearing fixed Discord. It's official.
Yeah. Well, there we go. This has been a public announcement, kids. Don't do drugs. So, you set off once again past the live fire zone. Once you get into the distance, you can hear the live fire exercise starting up once again, and the rhythmic pounding of artillery far behind you. Harold and Tobian can roll for me Common Lore Imperial Guard plus 30. Just for a bit of flavor. No. Ooh, Harold.
I'm too mesmerized by the sound of explosions.
Indeed, but Harold picks up on a small detail from the artillery barrage, and considering the time between explosions, the Involute Guardsmen appear to be quite well drilled in the reloading of Earthshaker cannons. So props to them.
Mordians are probably faster.
That's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, they are quite the regiment. So let's actually move back here for now. Actually, I couldn't find any just generic desert environment to have as background, and I didn't want to keep the hive in the background all the time.
We should think about acquiring one of these cannons.
I agree.
I have stats for them.
I do not think
Of
that
course.
would be possible for us.
Nonsense. We can mount it on the back of this repressor. We'll find a way.
What was that, Mo?
I was gonna say somehow I don't think it would work, but I don't think Poloni would actually know that, so I stopped myself.
Right. Wait a minute. The music stopped. I didn't want that. Where is it? Here we
Get
go.
that funky music right, boy.
Okay, now it's back. So, you drive on for a few hours, and the heat of the Desolean sun starts taking its toll on you.
Hey, as we're driving,
Hmm?
I'm gonna tap on Polonia's shoulder. Polonia, give me your
Yeah.
last power packs.
Why? As I hand them over.
Well, this is a desert. Good time to recharge them. Without draining the professor supply.
Clever.
Fair enough.
You can just put them, secure them on the top of the repressor, and they charge themselves. Man,
Make sure you don't lose them up there.
Man, lasguns are incredible technology. So, in that case,
You just refill the magazines.
Yeah, pretty much. Just if anyone needs a reload on any lasgun, they can refill them. However, I'm going to need everyone after 4 hours have passed. Everyone needs to roll a survival test, and those that are wearing more than 5 armor on their... Actually, those who are wearing more than 5 armor on their body location need to roll a -20 survival test, and those who are not, a -10.
Wait, so if we're wearing less, or if we're not wearing 8, it's what?
No, if you're not, like, if you don't have 5 or more armor on your body location, it's just a -10.
That's not the actual.
God damn
Shit,
it.
that's not my actual target. Give me a sec.
If you were wearing... Oh, man.
Okay, so I'm at -5, so that first roll, so 32.
Oh
If
my
you-
gosh, me and Tyler.
Heavy armor plus not having survival.
If you were wearing actually proper clothing, you would have gotten a +10. Actually, you would have gotten an extra +10 from the water rations that you have, but I don't think
It wouldn't have
anyone
mattered.
would have made it.
Hey,
No, Tyler
Viggy.
would have made it with +10.
You would've
Viggy.
made-
No, that was my. That's not my actual target. I clicked survival instead of stealth when I was upgrading earlier.
Oh,
So
no.
Viggy, I want to point something out.
Hmm?
This planet is basically a desert, yes?
Yeah?
What is Rax?
What is Trax? Well, did you wear plate armor on Trax?
Yes.
It's obsidian.
Yes, but I wore plate armor.
Obsidian is black, and black.
Mine is
heat.
white.
Yeah. Well,
White obsidian.
is it? I'm gonna guess that it doesn't vent heat very well.
Painted white.
So, considering that I've no experience with desert environments, I'm more of a cold weather man myself. I don't actually know what obsidian plate would do with heat.
Oh my god, you would die. You
Probably.
would straight up die, okay? If you walked around the desert down in Phoenix, which probably isn't even close to as bad as Desolean, you'd be out of it in 2 hours.
I mean, obsidian is a volcanic glass, so it absorbs heat.
Oh yeah,
He's
it would
wearing
literally
adamant
start
armor
burning your
absorbing
skin.
heat. Even if it's painted white.
Let's see, what does the... actually,
White actually would help a lot.
the original survival test was a +10, which you would have gotten another +10 from the water, but the difference would have been in the armor that you're wearing.
So my target would have been. My target would have just been 15.
Yeah. Alright.
Failed by 1 degree.
Considering that, I need... actually... Oh my goodness. Knight, I think you're gonna have to re-roll that one.
What is that?
10
Because...
degrees of failure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because according to this, what I'm reading, after this time has passed, a character must pass an ordinary +10 survival test each hour or suffer a number of levels of fatigue equal to the degrees of failure. The final difficulty of the test depends on how well equipped the character is for survival in the waste.
Well, in that case, wouldn't it be better just to take the fatigue and use my fate point to get rid of it instead of blowing it on a chance?
Well,
less?
the thing is, you would get 10. That would knock you unconscious.
Then use
you would-
one.
Yeah,
Has severe heat stroke.
pretty much.
Right, but wouldn't my fate point deny that?
Well,
You're unconscious, so you can't really make the test.
Well, it wouldn't be able to make the test, but you would. The thing is, the way that fatigue works is that if you go over your fatigue threshold, you drop unconscious for 10 minutes and then you lose fatigue equal to your toughness bonus when you wake up.
But you use a fate point to clear that all your fatigue at once.
Do repressors really have no sort of air conditioning?
I don't think so.
Alexis, this is your field.
Yeah.
If a rhino doesn't, a repressor doesn't.
Well,
they don't, because
although they are insulated and can survive in vacuums.
Yeah, but that would just trap heat, wouldn't it?
Yes.
I guess if you opened out the air, like all the turrets and the Alpatch would ventilate a bit.
Because the vacuum of space is like almost 0 degrees, right? So they can survive that and maintain its temperature. Shouldn't it be able to resist the heat?
Okay, I just want to point something out. You painted the repressor black, right?
The repressor is black.
Yes, you're riding around in a sauna. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're completely insulated.
That doesn't help in the heat.
No.
Actually,
it helps in the cold.
That helps in the cold, yeah. If you were riding around on a snowy planet, you would be fine.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Throw some water on it.
Medicaid test to notice Tarvox slipping into heat stroke.
Roll a Medicaid to see if anyone appears to be about to fall unconscious.
Yeah, because
would she get an assist from me?
Ooh.
Wait, she would have got an assist from me, so it passed.
Holy shit.
Wait. Is Toby gonna assist me?
I can. I have Medicaid.
He can. With an assist, make it. Nope.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay, so I make it, and I look over and I say, maybe it's a better idea for us to get out of the tank. We're all starting to suffer from heat stroke. It looks like Tarvok is about to pass out.
No, I'm fine.
Tarvok, don't try to speak. Just drink water.
As you step out of the oppressing heat of the repressor,
oh my god.
You could call it repressing heat. You are able to get some fresher air in the Desolean wastes. The sun is getting a bit lower in the sky, and you can feel that the wind appears to be picking up a bit, cooling you just a touch. And actually, Tarvok, roll for me a tech use test to diagnose.
Jesus H. Christ.
Wow.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Fair enough.
There we go.
Right. There you go. As you have stopped for a tiny bit, Tarvok inspects the repressor and sees that it is quite close to overheating its engines. You're going to have to let it cool for a bit before it completely overheats.
And I look to Lockwood. My lady, I'm looking at the repressor. With your permission, I could look at its cooling system and see if I could improve its efficiency for this test, or for this quest.
Yeah, go ahead. I was gonna signal to him as I'm just sitting inside, like, I have the doors open, I'm still next to the repressor, just with the cherub.
Wait.
I'm gonna be outside wiping sweat off my head, and when I see Tarvok working, I'm gonna say, Tarvok, you shouldn't... never mind.
Biggie.
Yeah?
Question. Would Tarvok still be working out on my armor at this time?
Yeah, it's been 4 hours. He's done.
Okay. I was asking because that would have influenced my survival test, and I think I would have passed it then.
What did you roll?
I rolled the first roll was a 24. The target was 15. Would have been 15. Without the armor, I would have passed. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, you were wearing the armor, sadly.
Okay.
I mean, unless you didn't put it on.
I mean,
I
I
was
was working on
wearing
it.
armor. That's what I was asking because he was working on it with the
Ah.
whole modification.
So
Right.
I doubt he was getting dressed while we were moving.
Yeah, he can do that.
Yeah.
It's not that difficult. It's
Fair
just armor plates. So, let's actually handle all of the survival rolls because is everyone going to quote unquote take the hit from the heat?
Yeah, I'm about to pass out.
Yeah. So here we go.
Wait a minute, would I have passed out before or after we stopped?
Probably after. I'm gonna say that you working on the repressor is gonna knock you out. You can, of course, use a fate point to
I can't.
eliminate. You can't?
Well, because since we started walking out, I thought that the stopping actually, the whole Medicaid test and stuff like that replaced. I wouldn't have used a fate point if I knew that we were still going to go through with it. I thought we were.
No.
Stopping.
It's not to re-roll. It's to get rid of all the fatigue.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I thought we were bypassing that by Polonia saying, "Hey, we need to stop."
No, we're not.
No, we're not. We're just.
Well, then I'm passing.
All right. So, let's see. Toby, you take. What was your roll?
15. 24. 1 degree failure.
Yeah. You take. No, it's actually 2. It's 2 degrees of failure, so you take 2 fatigue. Polonia, your target was 0. Wow, your survival is bad. Let's see.
Come from a luscious world that doesn't try to kill you.
That's true. Not openly. You take 4 fatigue. That is bad. Harold, your target was that. You take. Let's see. 6? No, 5 fatigue. And Tarvok, you take 10. Yeah, you take 10 and you're out.
Yep.
As
Wait, what
Tarvok
about
is.
me?
Oh, where's your survival? Oh, there it is. That's 4 plus 1. You take 5 as well. What's your. Actually. Alexis, Ren is actually quite good at sustaining fatigue because she has a fatigue threshold of 9. However, do be aware that during let's see. Okay, I'll probably mention that later.
I'm gonna carry Tarvok back into the vehicle
Right.
and wrap his head with a wet towel.
Right, fair enough. Are you going to keep going, or are you going to wait after for him to wake up?
I think I'm gonna wait, but I'm gonna remove some of the articles of clothing that I'm wearing.
Right,
And I'm going to remove bits and pieces of my armor as well.
fair enough. So,
I'm gonna try to remove the dress and get it stuck. Polonia.
I look over and I say yes.
Can you help me with this?
Yes. I move over and keep wiping the sweat off my brow as I try to help her despite the fatigue I'm feeling.
indeed. You, actually, who is still outside of the repressor?
Me, Polonia.
No, I thought you took Tarvok back inside the repressor.
Oh, then I guess I am in the repressor.
Yeah, so, Toby or Harold, are you, either of you, no, Tobian or Harold, are either of you still outside?
Well, I should be a bit ahead of them on top of my glorious steed.
That is true. In that case, you are still feeling the effects of the heat. So, Tobian, since you're the only one left outside, I'm guessing you're still taking your armor pieces off. Lano, you can see Lano standing a bit from the repressor, and he turns around and says to you, "We have to keep we have to find shelter. I can see a storm gathering in the distance." And he points ahead of you, ahead of the repressor, and you can see that clouds of glass are building up in the distance and moving in close. I would say we have no less than 10 minutes.
Oh, crap. What are we supposed to do? This is just an empty, barren wasteland.
Roll awareness tests, everyone who wants to try.
Yeah.
Actually, you can see the glass storm is also. You can also spot the glass storm and start looking for shelter if you want.
Do I get any plus or minus because I'm a bit ahead?
You can get a plus 10 to your awareness due to your better vantage point. Oh, that didn't help.
I am going to actually fate point that one.
Alexis passed.
Then I'm not gonna fate point that.
Okay.
Retcon.
Retcon, better not. Okay, fair enough. So, as Lano informs the warband of this sudden development, he looks over to one of the Xeno structures in the distance and says, "Oh no, Alexis. Actually, no, Lano doesn't do shit. Alexis Wren spots one of the Xeno structures in the distance. If you're able to get close enough to it, you should be able to seek shelter in there."
I point over to it. There's a Xeno structure we can hide behind. Emperor, forgive me, for this is a sin.
Right. Mope, Polonia, start driving.
Okay. I get in the repressor and I start driving to it, and I say, better alive than dead.
It's better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
I hope you said that over the comm bead.
I did.
Good.
You drive towards the Xeno structure, the storm moving closer and closer every time you look. Mope, roll and operate surface with a plus 20 to see if you can get there in time.
I'm also going to start sealing up the repressor.
Let's pop fate point.
Nice.
Okay.
Good enough. As you floor it on the repressor, you barely manage to escape into an alcove on one of the Xeno structures as the storm starts howling outside.
As soon as the vehicle stops, I'm gonna wander out and then just pass out.
Wander out of the vehicle?
Yeah, you're
We're in the structure. We have to get out of the vehicle or we're gonna start taking heat damage. Or we're gonna start taking, we're gonna get more heat stroke.
Tarvok's just kind of laying on the ground, mumbling.
I'm gonna stay with Tarvok in the vehicle itself.
Yeah. Tarvok, I need you, 10 minutes have passed. I'm going to need you to remove 4, your toughness bonus is 4, so remove 4 fatigue, and you are awake. However, you are severely fatigued.
As I kind of open my eyes, I start mumbling to Ren. Loraya, where is she? I hear the sands. Are we on Mars? I want to see her.
I was gonna say, lay down. Lay down.
And then he just kind of keeps repeating Mars over and over again in this silent, tearful whispers.
Is anyone those who are out? Harold is also managed to reach inside the Xeno structure, and is do you dismount the glass teeth?
Yes.
Right. As some of you are standing about, some laying, I need all of those who are currently conscious enough to roll an awareness plus 10. Actually, plus 20, because it's kind of easy.
Well, since Tarvok is laying down, can I go grab his Auspex and make an awareness?
This doesn't really help with that.
I just thought I'd ask. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Toby on awareness today.
Yeah. Although Alexis did get more degrees of success, so I'm going to I'll give two of you something different. Rend, you notice around you there appears to be some sort of hieroglyphics written on the walls of this Xeno structure. The language is completely alien to you, but the pictures are quite stunning in their artistic value? No, I don't know what I'm saying. Toby, you notice in the corner, in one of the darkened corners of the structure, you can see what appears to be an abandoned tent of some kind. It would appear that someone has been here before and discarded some of their equipment.
Can I search it?
You sure can. Roll scrutiny to see if you can find anything. Plus 20. And you're looking.
I don't have a picture slate, do I?
I do.
Tobian has. He has a pic recorder.
It's mounted on my armor.
Yeah. He's currently recording everything.
Tobian, make sure you get pictures of all these glyphs.
In a moment. So
They're
what's in the
Xenos
tent?
in nature, but they're quite artistic. Not as artistic as anything humans would make, for we are superior.
Yeah, I get it. I'm busy here. So what's in the tent?
I'm trying to...
Maybe like a stab light or something?
Yeah, let's say that there's a stab light there. That sounds reasonable.
And maybe like a empty canteen?
Do you need one of those?
Might need one.
Sure, let's say that. This is all very reasonable.
Sweet.
Sweet. Yeah, and just for a little bit of extra, let's say that I'm actually gonna check the gear for this.
And also, I'm going to sit in the tent by myself. It's my tent now.
Let's see. There is also a... Nah, actually, yeah, there's actually a pack of low stakes in there. Who'd have thought?
Those are gonna be nasty.
Probably, but who
I'll
cares?
take them anyways.
I mean, I'm passed out. I wouldn't have said it.
I can probably sell it to somebody.
So, the storm, as quickly as it began, lets up. And you are, and you can look outside and see that it has passed.
How long did it take between like the first 10 minutes and now?
It has been about 5 minutes. This storm was very short-lived. Whoa, that's not the one I wanted. Where is it?
While he's laying on his back, he now calls out, "Ren, please, don't leave me. I'm scared."
I just realized my mic was muted. I'm assuming I hear this over the comm bead because I am already outside.
I haven't really turned it off because I've been disposed.
I'm gonna walk back to the repressor and get inside it. And change the water on his towel to make sure it's nice and wet.
Tarvok, you're now conscious enough to, well, you're coherent now.
So can I like sit up at this point?
Mm-hmm.
I sit up and, for the first time, I think ever, I actually take my hands and give her the sign of the Aquila.
Which ones?
Yeah, my like standard, like my regular hands, and I give her the sign of the Aquila. Thank you. I would follow you into the warp if you ask it. This I promise you, Ren.
And I'm just gonna go on the comm real quick. I can make that happen.
No
That's
problem.
terrifying.
I mean, I
So-
physically can make it happen right now.
That sounds like heresy.
It sure is.
Sounds
So,
like infinity.
Sounds like corruption.
Lano steps outside of the Xeno structure and looks around and calls to you. It seems the storm is gone. We are free to continue on our journey.
Perhaps we should wait until the nighttime has fully come and travel in the shade.
He looks back to you and seems to be looking at what the position of the sun is, and then says, "No, you really do not want to travel during the night. That is when the beasts come out. At least, most of them.
Mostly come out at night.
Mostly."
We can take care of a few pesky animals. But
Lano chuckles at this.
This one.
Oh,
I'm gonna suggest we keep moving. But first, Beltarvok, there's interesting imagery in this cave really quickly. We don't have time to fully study it, but I want you to get pictures of it. I'm gonna help him to his feet and walk out with him.
Can I just give them like a once over just to ascertain their nature before we take pictures, and I can give them proper study?
roll Forbidden Lures, to see if you can make his heads nor tails of this.
Now,
Well-
would I get a linguistics bonus?
No. Actually, you would get a bonus from Trade Linguist. Xeno's all +10.
While he's doing this, can I pack up the tent and take it with me?
I mean, it's a pretty shitty tent,
Better than nothing.
I guess. You have a tent now.
I suggest.
You made it. As you give a quick once-over of the Xeno's glyphs, you notice a small pattern forming over what appears to be... You see a repeated representation of what looks like the orb with the undulating lines, not too dissimilar from the one that is being carried in the saddlebag of the glass steed.
From this, do I know would I know the origins of it? Like the race it would be associated with?
Sadly, there is no mention in the glyphs of the race that made these.
I look to Ren with a puzzled expression. These, I've seen these before on that artifact that is currently resting in the saddlebag of the glass steed. Further study is required, of course, but that is
Yes.
neither here nor there.
Also, with the Forbidden Lore Xenos that you rolled, you know that the race that was here did get destroyed about 10,000 years ago, when this sector was when this sector was taken back during compliance.
Okay. I'm not gonna metagame, but I know Viggy.
I do too.
Know what?
You just know.
I mean, I will ask you after the stream, but I'll see.
It's space hamsters.
Probably.
Duh.
Anyway, I'm gonna
I
have...
mean, like, the running wheel's right there.
I'm gonna tell him to get as many pictures as he can, but we have to get moving. And I'm gonna carry his ass back to the repressor.
You don't have to carry him. You can support him.
I'm old, shaking, and just get out of a heat stroke.
Can you even lift him?
Oh no, it's more like I think she means like kind of like she's assisting me. With
Yeah, I'm
walking.
carrying him on my shoulder, like his arm over my shoulder, and I'm just like walking with him.
Which arm?
Yes.
God damn it!
Never mind.
No,
So-
I'm not going to touch her with. Like, I know the nature of things, and I am not going to touch her with my extra arms.
Right.
I would not dare.
As everyone loads back up into the repressor and you head out once again, you keep moving for another 4 hours. However, this time the sun has set enough and the creeping cold has started to envelop the desert. Lano informs you that now would be a good time to set up camp and rest for the night.
I was napping earlier. I dreamed of 4 release. I hope I get to dream that again.
Maybe.
I pull out my copy of My Desire to Copulate with You is only eclipsed by my devotion to him.
Currently you are reading quite the saucy part of the Imperial Administrator and his noblewoman fling.
I'm gonna start like lightly singing to my cherub while praying.
So, I will ask this. Who is going to take first watch?
I will.
All
I
right.
am going to stand next to Tobias.
Then,
Right.
Once
Since-
they... Sorry, go ahead.
since I'm asking for first watch, I'm going with the Tarvok. Since I'm taking first watch, let me borrow the Auspex.
That's actually what I was about to say. And I just toss it to him. I hand it, kind of juggle it between my hands before passing it to him.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
I'm gonna
I
sit
am
in the
going-
corner and just read my uplifting primer.
It's quite uplifting.
I am going to order my horse to go lay down and rest. Then just gonna stand nearby Tobias.
Indeed.
With my hands on the autocannon.
I'm gonna cradle my my cherub in my
Child.
hands, and I'm gonna
Yes.
pass out, just like leaning up against the side of the tank. Inside the tank, but leaning up against it.
And as I kind of get ready to lay down myself, my last words, I go over the comm bead and hush whispers. Tobias, can you hear me?
What?
When I outward and within, keep an eye on Lano. I'd rather not wake up to his interesting knife at my throat.
Can do.
Good night, Godsman.
Mm-hmm.
So, 3 hours pass as... Alright, everyone who is sleeping, remove 3 fatigue, just for reference sake.
I only had 4?
Yeah.
I actually
Well-
forgot to write down. Yeah.
How
that's just-
about me?
There we go.
You will have to wait because you're currently not resting.
Oh, I thought you just kind of like sitting right next to me and just kind of fell asleep on my shoulder.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Do you fall asleep on watch, Pre? Harold?
Never.
Never.
Life in the trenches, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you pass the time by digging a trench in the desert?
No. Yeah, I pass the time by making small structures in the sand with my foot.
Sandcastle.
Yeah, then stomping said sandcastle.
Actually, it's a it's a sand Aegis defense line.
Sand ages.
So as 3
Since-
hours. Oh, go ahead.
For my watch, can I use my shield to dig a trench?
Sure, you can. You can do that.
Happy little trench.
I demand Harold roll a tech use to see how good his Aegis defense line is.
It would actually be survival test.
Could that also be Imperial Guard?
Nah, let's say
This
that
is-
anyone
this-
can dig a
this is-
hole.
This is a joke, bro.
It is-
So, any plus or minus?
Let's say plus 20 because it's quite easy.
Damn.
Sadly, your Aegis defense line does not prove sturdy enough to resist the foul enemies of man, and you stomp it in frustration. Somewhere, Rogel Dorn shakes his head disapprovingly.
But he's happy with my trench, right?
Well, roll in athletics to see how well you do.
Oh
Hold
my
on.
god.
In that case, I need this.
Plus 20.
Oh, I have failed roll the lead on.
Aw, damn. Well, in that case, you are not fortifying this position. So, 3 hours pass while the two guardsmen busy themselves with their various time killers, and you see, you can hear Lano approaching you from the repressor. He says, "You can. I will take second watch if you're willing to wake someone else up to take watch with me."
I am going to walk over to the repressor and kick Tarwok in the side. What time? What
Which-
time?
How much time? Ugh.
You really wouldn't want to take someone who didn't get a heat stroke?
I mean, how?
I have awareness, and I'm the wrong choice.
What do you want, Harold?
Take the watch.
Take the watch, yes. And who will be sharing this watch with me?
That strange fellow.
Lano? I suppose. Very well. Keep your combat open. I'm trying to think. And I look to Harold and kind of put my hand on his shoulder. If I say the word Lariah, come to my aid. Understand?
Yes.
And I nod to him and head out of the repressor.
So, Tobian and Harold take their individual places. I'm guessing Harold is just going to sleep, use his horse as a pillow.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I'm going to pinch a tent over my trench and sleep in it.
That's cute.
It is. So, as Lano and Tarvok share the next watch, I'm going to need you to roll an awareness. Night.
Now, I'm guessing we swapped out the Auspex.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do I get a bonus to my awareness?
Are you actively using it?
Yes, because I'm on watch.
Indeed. Then you get a plus 20 to your awareness.
Ooh!
Damn, you needed that plus 20. So, as you're busy scanning around, you are...
He was scanning the horizon. Sorry.
And
There will be enough Mad Max quotes before we're done. So, as you're staring at the Auspex screen, you can see all the usual elements you'd find in this desert. Whole bunch of silicate, some hardy vegetation. Although you do notice on the range limit of the Auspex, there appears to be a bigger life form, although it is hard to tell what it is, because as you look over, you can't actually see where it should be.
I look over to Lano. Lano, are there any creatures in this desert that have camouflage skin or anything of that nature?
He furrows his brow. There is, of course, while not exactly camouflage, there is a burrowing creature by the name of a Createx. It is rumored to be from back when the land got turned to glass.
Lano, get on top of the repressor. Now.
Why?
Something's coming, and I don't see it. Get on top of the repressor, and I pull out, and I one of my extra arms that has the stub revolver, points it up to the air and fires 3 shots in the air.
Well, shit.
I wake up.
Everyone wakes up. No more getting rid of fatigue now. And Lano gets up, looks around. I see no signs of it.
I point and I hand him, and I toss him the Auspex.
What is this?
Oh, damn tribals! I point to the rangefinder and show him like what I saw.
It is a dot.
That is something moving this way.
Are you sure?
I'd rather not take chances. Would you?
You know what? The Creatix is a fierce creature. If it is this dot you're saying, I'd rather not. And he clambers onto the repressor with you. As everyone wakes up thanks to stub revolver shots. Remember to remove the ammo.
Yep. That's why I specifically said 3.
So, rude awakening.
Are we under attack?
Something's on its way, and it don't have a visual on it. I'm not taking chances on any of our lives.
Lano explains a bit further, saying that it is a burrowing creature. It might be underground.
At the mention of burrowing creature, I hurriedly try to clam onto the repressor, dragging whatever I'm covering myself with me.
Burrowing, you say? Harold says, and it starts to stomp the ground.
Oh no!
Well, he has an autocannon. He could shoot it to the ground.
Wouldn't help much. You're standing on a gigantic sandbag.
Grabbing the las gun, set it to maximal, and I'm going to jump on the repressor.
Harold, find a rock or something. Move your horse to a stone or anything that's not on the sand now.
I'm going to, make my horse move to a safe space, and I'm going to stand on my spot and continue to stomp the ground with chain axe in hand.
As
Polonia,
Harold
get in the seat.
As Harold keeps stomping the ground, I'm guessing you're still looking at the Auspex, tracking the thing?
Yes.
You can see that the dot moves outside of the Auspex range.
Lano, are these creatures sensitive to sound?
Sound? No. But they can feel vibrations in the ground.
And do they travel alone or in packs?
They are lone hunters, the Creatix, but they are fierce.
Are they the type to run away and maybe try a different route? How cunning are these creatures?
Oh, they are quite cunning. They have been able to trap giant sand bulls if they manage to catch them unawares.
Polonia, how quick can you get this vehicle moving?
Just give me a minute. I've got it.
Okay.
Wait, I hate to ask, is Tobian still like sitting in a hole in the sand with a tent?
No,
Oh,
he got on the repressor.
Okay, I didn't hear him. Kind of cut out for me, but
Fair enough.
and I look
Indeed.
around. It moved out of my range as soon as Harold started stumping. Do you think this could mean anything?
Perhaps he is. Perhaps he has realized that his prey has noticed him, and he will try again later. Though he could simply move on to different pasture. Not pastures. That man doesn't even know what the meaning of that word is. Moved on to a new hunting ground.
So perhaps, hopefully, that is the case. I would rather not deal with a fearsome creature. And I kind of look down to everyone. I do apologize for the rude awakening.
Damn right you do.
Oh, very well. Next time I see something on watch, I will simply let it sit.
Anyway, Polonia, now that we're all awake, let's just start moving. Everybody saddle up. We're gonna get moving.
Is it still the middle of the night?
It is still in the middle of the night. About 4 hours have passed.
His name was Lano, right?
His name is Lano.
Would we have at least moved like a point of fatigue?
No. Everyone that slept removed 3 points. Actually, yeah, you would have gotten it, like those who were sleeping. Those who slept 1 hour, that would be Harold and Toby, remove 1 level of fatigue. Everyone else remove an extra level of fatigue that was sleeping. So everyone except Tarvok.
I'm going to ask Lano, do we stay put or keep moving?
If it were up to me, I would say stay here. The sun has not come up yet, and I'd rather not move in the dark.
I'm with Lano on this one.
I'm assuming you said that over the comm bead.
Yep.
I'm gonna look to my cherub. Very well. Everyone, get some sleep. I'm on watch.
Very well. Lano offers to take the second watch with you.
And I toss the Auspex to Lockwood.
I'm gonna pass out in the back of the repressor.
Indeed.
I am going to signal my horse to come over to me, lay down, and go back to sleep.
And I kind of just sit in one of the chairs of the repressor and kind of lean back.
Right. So, Lano sits down with you, and as you, you keep a watchful eye on the Auspex, right?
Mm-hmm.
He looks, while still scanning the horizon, the Createx likes to build pit traps for unsuspecting prey. You would do well to keep a watchful eye on the ground, for they cover them up.
Clever little bastards, aren't they?
They are cunning creatures. There is a malevolent intelligence. If you ever get close enough and see the eye sockets they have, they are brimming with malice.
Hateful little creatures. Are they at least farmed for food?
No, sadly, the Creatix is quite poor tasting, and they are also solitary creatures. So once you find one, there is not a lot of meat to find.
So they're clever and useless. Sounds like a certain member of my team.
I would not presume to guess. Yes, but the Gudre stay clear of the Creatix hunting grounds. I believed I was taking you around the most dangerous areas, but perhaps one of them has wandered further afield and is setting up his new hunting ground. I do hope we get through without incident.
We better. Although, it looks like my men could use the combat training. Harold, he's a man of particular taste. He doesn't go a little bit without fighting. He gets, agitated.
I wouldn't set him against the Creatix, even with his prodigious skill and strength.
Mm-hmm. I've watched him kill a kraken before.
A kraken, you say? Where was this?
The lowest levels of the hive.
Well, I see that my decision never to set foot in that place has been vindicated, in a sense.
It was rather impressive.
Was it?
Yeah, the poor beast pulled him right to him.
That is quite the impressive story. I will I will relay it back once I return to the Guidre. Though I am not sure if they will believe me or not.
Harold's legends speak for themselves. I've watched this man do crazier things.
Right. Indeed. And with that, we fast forward through the rest of the night. So, everyone who is currently sleeping, remove another 4 hours of fatigue. That should be all of it.
Like, I was at 10 and I'm down to 0.
Yeah. That is good. So, the sun rises in the Desolean Wastes. The wind has died down, a good sign, no doubt. And it is time to head out once again, with supplies packed, tents packed away, and horses fed. Glass-steed fed.
Fed and watered.
Indeed. So, you drive off once again into the wasteland towards the location of the Sable Trader base. Lano is sitting in the passenger seat of the driver's compartment, and he tells Polonia that, if I am not mistaken about this location, we should arrive sometime later today, after oh god, I can't believe I'm saying this, after high noon. It's high noon somewhere.
That sounds good to me. I'm getting sick of driving through this forbidden, horrid, barren waste.
Viggy, as they're driving, could I take a power nap to get rid of the last level of fatigue?
Power nap? I'm gonna say roll for me a toughness test to see if you can power nap. Just a straight up toughness test.
Yes.
Yeah, you power nap through the rumbling repressor. So, remove the last fatigue.
Woo!
Woo.
Can I call out Delano real quick? Oh no, a word with you. Something has just come to my mind.
Yes?
You know where we're
He
going.
turns around. What was that?
Oh, I said, you know where we're going. Do you know who would be out this way? Any tribes or contingents of people?
Yes, if I'm not mistaken, there's some kind of... he points to the map where the base is located. This is a stronghold near the Caustic Lake.
And who occupies this fortress currently, if you know?
If I knew that, I would tell you, but anyone who has tried to approach has... anyone from the outside that has tried to approach has been opened fired upon. Whoever these men are, they are not willing to trade with anyone, even though the Guidre have tried.
Now, in that case, are there any other men that you know of, pathfinders as they were, like yourself, or wanderers, explorers, that would be up this way, yourself, competition in your case, or other tribesmen?
Competition, not so much. There are, of course, competing tribes, but there is an understanding between the different guides that lead wanderers through the wasteland. They leave each other alone, so to speak, but should a tribal dispute come up, they are not forbidden from taking part.
Indeed, and from your time at the market, over the course of the while, have you seen anyone come through that was heading this way?
He thinks to himself, trying to remember. I can't say that I have, though there is often enough traffic leading between the Void Port and the city. Those that would like to get past the Imperial roads do take this path.
And are we the first individuals or group company to pass by and ask for your assistance to head there within the past, say, 2 weeks?
No one has asked for me. No one has asked for my guidance since for that. If I am not mistaken, I would presume that they knew the way.
And then, very well, one final question before I leave you alone to your work. Should we come under fire, what will you do? Will you stand by our side or will you run?
I will do all I can to make sure you reach your destination, and so in order to get paid better.
And I'm going to attempt to speak in his language one more time and say, fight by our side, my friend.
Roll the linguistics all with a +20 this time, since you've gotten practice.
With a +10?
20.
Oh, 20.
47. You make it. Lano smiles at this, nodding approvingly, and he responds in your language, and let your blade fly true.
And I kind of signal. Well, no, she's power napping, so I simply kind of pat him on the shoulder and leave him to his work and go back to flesh and read.
Indeed. An hour passes and Ren is up from her power nap. In case you wanted to say something.
Are we there yet?
We are not quite there yet. Give it another 5 to 6 hours if we don't run into trouble.
I groan at 5 to 6 hours.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pain.
I actually hand signal to Ren, pointing to Lano, and simply say he will stand with us.
I'm gonna hand sign back for now.
And then I kind of repeat the for now.
Right. So, as another 4 hour passes, Toby?
As we're driving along, can I roll a Psyniscience?
You sure can.
Nope. Maybe
Nope.
later.
Yeah. As you, actually, are you still in the repressor?
Yeah, I'm still on the pop out.
Yeah.
And
Extending your psychic sense across the desert, there is nothing but empty space. It's quite chilling, actually, to not be constantly surrounded by lesser minds.
I'm always surrounded by lesser minds.
A.
You what?
I mean, Harold isn't close by, so he's not surrounded by him.
About to say, if Harold gets on it.
You what?
Anyway, another 4 hours pass. Driving.
Actually, before another 4 hours pass, I'm going to ask Ren if she wants to hop on the MG. I wish to meditate for an hour.
Right.
Yes, very well.
And during this hour, Viggy, I'd like to Emperor Tarot.
Sweet. What exactly do you want to ask him?
I want to ask him what artifacts or what we're going to find up ahead at the base.
Alrighty, I like this. Let me grab my tarot deck. Here we go. Alright.
Oh,
holy shit.
Yo, Imps, what up, boy?
I am totally unimpressed with you, Tobian. Now get back to killing.
Yes, Dad.
You can hear a text-to-speech device in your ear, although, as you listen closer, it's probably just you going crazy.
Magnus is asking how Alexis is doing.
Ah!
She's feeling pretty hot right now.
Tell her she can come to Prospero whenever she likes. I'd love to have her again.
Oh, you guys can stop it now.
Never.
So, you asked what you're going to find up ahead. What was this question specifically, since you crit?
I think you said what were the artifacts we were going to find ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. First
Like their
card.
nature and what they are.
The first creature is the Hulk upside down, which represents following the old ways. Ooh, what does that mean? Let's see the signifier for that. It is the Captain, reversed. Loss is acceptable, failure is not. However, it is both reversed. That means outcasts of the old ways. The third card, and the top one, is the Tech Priest, which signifies destiny, obedience. Technology, machines, sins of the past.
Men of Iron?
Doubt it. Let's see what the signifier for that is. It is the Trader reversed. Interesting.
Trader, like a merchant.
The Traitor, with AIT.
Excommunication's Traitor.
Reversed Trader. That is odd. So, someone who is loyal then? Maybe is...
Agent, maybe?
Maybe. Let's see what the signifier is. The last card is the Reaper, who signifies not death, but transformation.
Is this shit gonna make me a living saint?
Doubt it. Well, we'll see. Whatever this is, it is something old, whose loyalties are questionable.
Loyal to the old ways.
And it will end in some kind of transformation. Not necessarily death, but death is a transformation. We will see. Give me just... Actually, I hate to be that guy, but let us... as you're driving, I'm going to need you to roll another survival. This time, the plus... everyone has a plus 10 and no minus due to your various armor... due to taking different armor off. Actually, did Harold remove any of his armor?
No.
So he's still operating at a minus 20 on his survival.
Okay, let me reroll that then.
Shit.
Damn.
Hold on.
I just cannot stand this wasteland.
I mean, look, at least we didn't get... Neither of us failed as bad as we did last time.
I just walk up to Polonia with a wet rag and just wipe her sweat as she's driving.
Right. Did everyone... those that did everyone take the fatigue they got?
I think I just took 2, right?
I would just get one.
How much would I get? 3?
You would get 4. 1 for failing, another one for...
I put my fatigue.
Yeah.
Nothing yet, but just barely.
How much fatigue did you get, Toby?
I had 0, then... Let's see here. I rolled a 64.
That's 5 fatigue. Yeah. Wow.
My stats aren't halved yet, so...
Well, not yet. Well, they half once they enter a structured time. In narrative time, everything just takes twice as long. So, in that case, I need Polonia and Tobian to make an awareness test. And I'm actually going to roll an awareness test for Lano as well.
Nope.
Let's see. Where is...
Absolutely not.
Hey,
Let's
wait.
see.
I'm on the top turret.
Oh, you're on the top turret?
Oh, yeah.
And she
My
has the
bad.
aspects still.
He still has the aspects.
That is true. Make an awareness with a +20.
I'm
see.
gonna fate point that because I haven't used any yet.
Let's see.
There we go.
You made it. Let's see. Where is... Here he is. Does he... Oh yeah, he doesn't actually have to make it. Wait. Where's the... Didn't you fate point?
I did. I got a 19 out of 54.
Why don't I see
I
it?
don't see it either. Okay,
Oh,
there
there we
it
go.
is.
Okay, it just took a bit
Just
to
some latency.
update. Right. As you are in the as you are in the top hatch of the repressor, scanning the horizon with the
I am scanning the
Aspects.
horizon.
he looked at me, and you see what appears to be a you look and you see the biological dot get up again, and as you further examine the path that Polonia is driving by, you can see what looks to be a kind of covering on the ground, like someone has built over something.
Polonia,
There we go.
stop the tank.
And
Stop the tank.
I am going to need an operate test for this to see if you can react quickly enough. This is coming up close, so there is a chance. Oh, good.
Oh no.
Warren says no.
Fate-
Corn said no.
Corn has
Fate point?
nothing of your shit.
Do you have any fate point?
I have a fate point left, but I think I should save it.
Do you?
Like,
I think he's telling you to re-roll it.
okay.
Okay, not
Oh.
as bad.
Okay, not as bad. However, it is still not good enough, and you slide to a halt, and the repressor is leaning into the hole. It is currently it is currently balancing on its tracks, meaning it's the backside of it is currently leaning forward, leaning up.
Yeesh. I'm going to hit the button that opens up this hatch, then just just kind of stand out with my las gun ready.
Right.
Yeah, I'm rocking out with my Glocks out.
Mm-hmm. Actually, since
I'm
Since
staying on the
Ren-
heavy flamer.
since you were on the top hatch and you came to a sudden halt, I am going to need a strength test from Ren in order to not fly out of the damn hatch. Ow, fate
As a
point?
reaction, can we try to grab her?
Got it.
No, she's
Okay.
fine.
Never mind.
fate
Yeah.
Down to
Also, let's just put you here. There you are, and Toby is here.
Actually, I'm right here because that's the side.
Oh,
heavy
is it?
That's the side the flamer is on.
Oh,
Bolter,
No,
and
flamer.
the other flamer. I said the one I marked was Bolter, the other one was flamer.
Ah, okay.
right. Well, whatever is going on, actually, in this case, I am going to need to roll. I'm going to need everyone to roll a challenging awareness test, and Ren can get a +20 due to the aspects.
Nope.
Let's see. Where did I put it?
That's a pass.
Hold on, it's an opposed test, so let's see what the other one gets. Yeah,
Damn it.
Wait, what do I get roll for?
awareness. Wait, why is Polonia at a -10?
I thought you told me that it was challenging.
Yeah,
challenging is...
Penalty. Okay, well, I
Whoa.
still fail.
Well, challenging is +0, so I don't say +0 because it doesn't mean anything. In that case, let's see. I am actually going to roll a d5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 3. 1, 2. Oh, goodness. Right. You made the test, but you didn't see that. So, I have enough. And
Is there a token that we on the screen now, or?
there's now. Blah.
Okay.
So,
It's so tiny!
it is tiny. However, it is going to leap out of the sand and onto the repressor, and it is going to make an attack on Ren. However, I do have to get going, sadly.
Shit.
So I do want to cliffhanger here.
Yeah, that's
Sorry
perfectly
about
fine.
that. Is it?
Yeah.
You're gonna get your face torn off.
Yeah, right. I'm just gonna parry this thing and slice it in half.
I have an idea.
Yeah, well, in that case, sadly, I can't initiate combat right now because it would take too long. So, tune in next time when a mutated animal is going to try to slice Ren's face off.
Good luck. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me for another episode of Queen's Court. I want to thank everybody who played and everybody who watched. Tune in next week, like Vicky said. I'm Alexis the Ego Queen. I love you guys. Bye.